Alright, what's up guys, it's Caleb, and honestly this is going to be one of the most important videos you ever watch if you've been thinking about starting a SaaS business, software as a service. I'm not going to give you some fluffy motivational crap, I'm just going to show you raw and uncut exactly how I went from literally nothing to building a SaaS that made me over $10,000 a month, monthly recurring revenue, yes, recurring every month, my first year. And you can even scroll back and look at my YouTube videos and literally see me post my first video hitting 4K MRR. There was light in my eyes, I was so new. I'm so glad I documented that so I can teach you guys what I've learned now. Now, before you think, oh, Caleb's some tech genius, he must have had funding or a team or investors. No, I did not have any of that. Literally started with nothing but an idea, some grit, and a strategy that I've now helped other people use to grow their own SaaS from scratch. So if you stick with me, I'm gonna show you the exact blueprint. I remember when I first started SaaS, it was mainly because I wanted to get into a higher leverage opportunity. Like in my past videos, I got psyoped by real estate, literally bought a house at the age of 22, 23 years old, owned it for a year, made about $1,000 per month, sold it. It just wasn't the passive income that I was truly looking for. And the reason I'm posting content right now and making SaaS is because I think social media and SaaS is the highest leverage opportunity for business, period. I look at SaaS as drop shipping in 2017. It's unsaturated, untapped, and the barrier to entry is at its lowest because of AI. You see, SaaS used to be this gate-kept world. You needed developers, engineers, venture capital, 5 years of your life, and a ton of risk just to try. Back then you're doing all of that and the monthly recurring revenue really wasn't guaranteed and there was high risk. But the landscape in today, 2025, August 18th, it has shifted. Today you can use no-code platforms like bubble.io. You could use AI tools like Cursor, Claude, and lean into the modern growth strategies like automated Instagram videos. Shoot, I've seen people market their SaaS on Facebook Marketplace, automating your advertising on Reddit. And basically you can use these new growth strategies, the new marketing strategies, to compete with bigger players, with the big boys. And that's what most people do not realize right now. SaaS has never been more accessible. Most people are still stuck thinking it's 2012, the social network dropped, you have to make this huge conglomerate of projects and a huge scope just to even finish a website. It's no longer like that. In reality, one person with the right process can build something that changed their life in less than a year. That's literally what I did. Again, you can scroll back to my first video and there's light in my eyes and I'm so new to this whole SaaS world and I hit 4K MRR. And I realized that SaaS didn't require coding or a big team at all. And honestly, back then, there was only no-code tools like bubble.io. So you did have to screenshot the no-code website and ask ChatGPT about it. But recently I switched to Cursor and it's been a game changer. I literally posted 2 apps on the App Store in literally 14 days. So 2 apps in 2 weeks. But here's the thing. You need to pick the right problem. Most SaaS founders fail because they pick the wrong problem. They try to solve something cool instead of solving something painful. You want to sell painkillers, not vitamins. Here's what works. Big problem. It actually hurts people or costs them money not to solve it. Common problem, lots of people have it, not just a small niche. And valuable problem is people are willing to pay to fix it. So that's the formula. If you solve these 3 things, you win. Every SaaS you see is built on that foundation. Now, do I agree that if you find a very niche problem in a very niche community, you can probably get to your first 5K MRR, which is fair because it pays for your rent, pays for your mortgage. I'm not complaining about that. But if you want to strike it big, hit 10, 50K MRR, be the next Cal AI, be the next quitter, then you probably want to solve painful problems. With Cal AI, it was weight loss. With Quitter, it was quitting porn. Those are painful problems and there's people constantly looking for solutions. And again, every successful scaled out SaaS you see is built on that foundation. And by the way, guys, I offer one-to-one mentoring in the description below. Whether it's your first customer or you're already at 3K per month and just want to hit 10K per month. Doesn't matter the phase you're in because I walk the same path that you're in right now, all the way to listing my SaaS for sale to private equity. So this is only for the serious people who want to speed up their growth. Let's get back into the video. And another thing is I see a lot of people messing up. They chase vanity metrics. In YouTube, it's AdSense revenue. Ads are paying you on YouTube for the amount of views. In SaaS, it's downloads, free trials, or empty signups, just to email a string of text in the database. Guys, what matters is conversions. What matters is retention. What matters is revenue. When I stopped chasing vanity metrics and started focusing on solving a real problem and retaining just a small percentage of users, that's when everything changed. I mean, I have a personal experience about fixing churn or converting free users to pay paid, that's where I saw the graph shoot up like a hockey stick instead of worrying about the design of my front page or adding a whole bunch of features. And really, it's just all vanity. You guys know at the end of the day what the problems are. If you're pouring water into a leaky bucket, or you're getting customers into your website, and there's an obvious problem and it's uncomfortable to solve, that's probably the problem you need to solve before you even try to pour more water into your bucket. Basically, let me give you guys the real secret sauce. You need a clear offer. Most SaaS founders never package their product right. They just throw it out there and hope people figure it out. No, you need an explainer. Here's the problem. Here's the solution. Here's how my SaaS fixes it for you. You want to start twisting on the pain points, selling the goals. That explainer is the bridge between your product and your customer's wallet. And a lot of this happens on the first couple screens when you download an app, or the landing page when you first land on someone's website. Guys, once I nailed my offer, people started converting way faster. It gave them clarity and it gave me consistent growth. And what you guys could do right now is not write your offer from scratch. And by the way, when I say offer, I just mean what your landing page looks like, how you're selling your website, what your onboarding looks like for your app, the screens before the free trial paywall. You can literally go on your competitor's app and copy that, so that way you're not shooting in the dark. So again, once I nailed my offer, people started converting way faster. It gave them clarity and it gave me consistent growth. So I want to touch on the 1% rule. And this is a mindset shift. You don't need everyone. You just need 1%. Guys, if 1,000 people hit your landing page, you only need 10 of them to make $1,000 monthly recurring revenue. That's paying your mortgage. That's paying your car bill. You could literally buy meal plans for the rest of your month and live a healthy life for $1,000 a month. Do that a few times, stack it, and you're suddenly at 10K, 20K, 50K MRR. You don't have to have one app hit 10K MRR. Perhaps you could have 5 apps at 2K MRR. That's the compounding power of SaaS. Forget going viral. Forget trying to please everybody. Focus on solving a painful problem for the 1% who will happily pay you. And perhaps solving that problem for the 1% again will get you to 2K MRR. We'll find other niche problems and scale parallel. So another thing, guys, is I want you guys to keep it raw and simple. Now, here's something people overlook. They think they need to look polished, perfect, or corporate. But SaaS is about speed and iteration in today's time. Do not overbuild, but definitely build it to the point where you would actually use it and have conviction in your product. Don't spend 6 months polishing features nobody asked for. Don't waste money on perfect branding when you don't even have users yet. Keep it raw, keep it simple, launch ugly but efficient. Then talk to your customers and let them tell you what matters. That's how you iterate your way into growth, guys. I'll just be transparent. I spent like 7 months on this B2B CRM SaaS. I got it to my first couple thousand in MRR, but I realized the scope of this is just way too big at this point in time. And I wanted to approach SaaS in a different way where I could scale parallel, perhaps with iOS apps or these smaller niche app opportunities rather than striking it big my first time. So guys, let's recap. Solve a painful, valuable, common problem. Ignore vanity metrics and focus on real conversions. Package your SaaS into a clear offer. Remember, you only need 1% to win. Keep it raw, keep it simple, and just ship. That's how you scale SaaS in today's world. Now listen, if you want me to walk you through the process step by step, mapping out your SaaS idea, validating your niche, fixing churn, converting trials into paid customers, and stacking predictable MRR, hit the link below. You'll see a quick explainer video about how to work with me. And if you're a fit, I'll even give you my WhatsApp number so we can talk directly while you scale your SaaS. That's it. No fluff, no fake numbers, just raw SaaS coaching that works. I remember before I posted that video about hitting 4K MRR about a year ago. Again, I had light in my eyes, but I think I would have got to that point faster if I would have had a mentor and learned from them just to speed up the process. So that's it for today's video, guys. Leave a comment and have a good one.